Something major just happened. Look at the timestamp on this Soho Laskel C3. You rarely ever see any type of activity like this. I have never, ever seen any activity like this on any other products before, ever. I've seen the particle events, what they say, you know, it's like a little bitty ships and stuff. But this right here, this is different, you all. For it to show up on here, look at all of the activity. I don't know what happened up there around the sun. I don't. But it just wasn't the sun that got affected, you all. The whole entire airspace up there has had some type of change that occurred with it in order to bring about this type of activity. Let me shrink this down, you all. This is really important. Look at this. Look at all of that activity. What on earth could have caused that? Because you can see, let me bring up the real picture. Let me bring up the picture on itself. You can see, let me get this out of the way, you all. I'm trying to concentrate. You can see right here, this would be like a little ships right here and stuff like this. But this right here, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I can speculate that it is, let me look. Okay, I know what it is. It's the great big long UFOs, the ones that I said, that have the ability to align themselves up and make one great big long strand, you all. There's thousands of them here. There's thousands of them. They're not playing. They're not playing, you all. There is some type of, there they are down here too. Something major has taken place in the skies, and we have felt it too, you all. Look at this. This is not normal activity. Look at the wild swings of this right here. Look at these. Look at that. And look at this thing. This thing right here is behind this little thing on the sun right there. No. Something major has taken place. And these are those UFOs that have the ability, I've said it before, I don't know how many times, they line themselves up. They can stretch across the whole entire breadth of this sun. And that is what they've done, you all. Look at the timestamp on here. Have you ever seen anything like that? I've never seen anything like this at all. Never. Look at it. Could you imagine the energy that's up there? Because this ships don't have just, you know, flying through the space and there's no energy felt. If there is a presence there, you can feel the energy. Look at this. It's going behind the sun, you all. It's going also behind the sun. Whatever is up here, it is literally like, it's like some gigantic, massive wormhole has opened up, is what it seems like, a massive wormhole. And this looks like a, you know that bird's nest, that Chinese like bird's nest? You order Chinese food, you get the bird nest with it. You always look like a, that's what it kind of reminds me of. All of those things, they're going all over the place, these are. Look at that. It does, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It'd take you a long time if you had to sit and draw something like that, you are. There is something major taking place. Something major. I'm going to come over here. I don't even know if I'm online. I don't. But that's okay. I'm trying to talk about this. Welcome, you all. It does. It looks like there's something going on. We're going to go to that product, you all. I've already put the link here in the description about what's taken place. Can you see it? Look at that. Let me get myself out of the way. I want you to see the magnitude of what we're talking about. Look at that. We can blow it up. You can, even if you think you can see between these, they're UFOs, there's hardly any space because behind them are more steel. Somebody may say, Gina, honey, that is not UFOs. That is UFOs. That is UFOs right there because they've lined themselves up in big, long lines, you all. My gosh, I can't believe that. I was totally shocked to see that. Let me put this back to me, you all. I'm going to shrink myself down a little bit, you all. This is by far, let me tell you about this. This is by far, let me do this. Let me see if I can get this on here. This is by far one of the most wildest Soho Lascaux C3s I have ever seen. Even going back years and years and years, I've never seen anything like that. I haven't, and I don't know if anyone else has either. It's well, it ain't under a microscope. It's not. You know, the skies have been really weird. They have been so weird. They've been thick all the way around the world. Nobody's been able to like see because it's like a thick layer and layer and layer, and you could feel something heavy in the air. Look at this on the 9th. Let's go over there. Let me close this out. I'm going to come over here to the space weather product right here. You all look at this. The Soho Lascaux C3. Look at this. It's like they cut pieces of it out because they didn't want nobody to see. I would guarantee you that, truth be known, this little piece right here, this event went on longer than what they say. And I got to push this back to me because I've got to bring it back here so we can set and play the whole thing, and it's going to blink, and I don't want you seeing the blinking going on. Hello. Yeah, it is absolutely wild. We're ready. We're wild. I mean, we're not wild, but this thing is wild. This thing is wild, and I don't know if you would have seen it if you don't go back. If you don't go back the 20 frames, let me put myself on here too. The 20 frames, let's do this, you all. So we're on the 15th. It's all fine and dandy on the 15th, other than this thing right here. You see these right here? Look at this. You see this thing right here? That's what the sky is full of. It's full of these UFOs that literally they can stretch all the way across the sun. So there's thousands of them, thousands of them. I don't know. That looks like a big old face coming out of there, you all. It does. Let's look at this. So let me get this over here. If I can get this over here without it starting to blink on me, because there is a lot of activity. Look at this one. This right here is a UFO also. This is a different type because it's straight. It's not those things that they dismiss as Starlink. No, the things up there, no, they're not Starlink, you all. They're not. Look at this. It's all as well. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, 4:30 in the morning, 4:54 in the morning. You see, this is coming out of the sun right now. Let's see what that is. Okay, it's really bright. Kind of looks like a lizard face. It really does. Like an eye here and an eye here and like a mouth. It's coming out of the sun. Let's get this, you all, before it starts blinking on me. It's just so excited. Gina, honey, I waited too long, you all. I've got to push the play button again because I've got myself so excited over this. Now I've got to wait for it to play again without it blinking on us so we can watch it. Okay, it's safe. Okay, it's safe, you all. Okay, look how they had to piece together this. Look. 7 in the morning. You can see them. It's starting up here. 7:54, 8 o'clock here. It's getting ready to go. You got the half of it. See, now they got these things going down right here. These great big bands of blue bands. Let's look at this. Let's just go right here. Okay, we're doing it. We're going to do it. Look at this one shooting all the way across the top. See, this is just one. And it looks like it's attacking this one. And or maybe this one's going to join. But see this right here? This one's different than this one. See, these are different right here. Can you see them? Let me blow it up for you so you can see them. Because I want you to see what is in the sky. It's all of these right here. This is a species right here. Some type of different type of species than these are right here, the craft or whatever you want to call them. It's totally different. Let's do this. Okay, I'm going to do this for, there we go. So at 9:30, so it's 9:18, 9:30, boom, boom, you all, boom, right there at 9:30 in the morning. Look at it. It's all over the place. Now, I don't think these are lightning strikes, okay? They're not lightning strikes. They're not. Look at this. This is like a ship here, too. Just like this. This is making me hot, you all. It really is. It's getting me too wound up. It's getting me wound up. Look at this. This is like one great big massive ship. It stretched from here. Here's 1 section, 2 section, 3 section, 4 section, 5 section, 6 sections. They literally, that's what they're doing. They line themselves up. There must be thousands of them. And I don't think that these are my ships. They're not my ships. I hope they're not my ships because they don't look like my ships. My ships have they're like notches in them. These don't have no notches, you all, right here. But this is wild. And then look at 9:30, 9:38. It's still there. But yet they're trying to make it look like it's not still there, you all. That's what I think. It's still there. Because it ain't going to just show up that short period of time. I don't think it is. And then all is well. All is well. That's it. Just like that. Look at that. No. So something is going on. Something major, major, major has taken place. Have you all felt the energy shift? 72 hours, Michelle, honey. We're going through a cosmic evolution. Well, we need a good evolution that brings about a revolution of evolution. We do. We need a change on this earth, a change for the better, you all. We need to get some good energy going on this earth because this right here, that is wild. That is so wild. And I don't think the other products picked it up. I really don't think they did. Can you see it, you all? I wanted to see if I think I made this too big up here. I want to see if the other product has it. Let's come over here to the Soho Lasco C2. I doubt it. If it's even on the same timestamp. Okay, it might be on the same timestamp. But if it happens at 9:30, you're not going to see it over here because this is at 1948. Let's push it, you all. Have you seen anything happening in the world, you all, other than everything just feels so off? It feels very, very off. Let me do this, you all. If you want to come over here to these products, you have to. If you want to see them all, you've got to come over here and change the frames. You want as many frames as possible when you are investigating something. You get 20 frames is the max, and you can apply it, and it will bring you 20 frames. That's what you want to get because this right here, let me put this to me. Let me kind of shrink this down. I want to show you this. I just want to compare. Just want to show you one little comparison of the particle event that I have documented. If I can find it again, you all, because it's much, much different than this one right here, because this one right here is like unprecedented. It really is. Let me see if I can find it. I want to find it. Let me find it, you all. Okay, I found it. I found it. Okay. See, this is what they call a particle. I was going to say a particle event right here. See, these are those. They line up, you all. They line up in a great big line. They came out of a solar flare right there. Gina, what are you doing? I'm just getting myself so excited. See how they line up in a great big line? Well, they're all across the sky by the sun. They're all across it. There's thousands of these, if not millions. Look at this over here. If not millions, you all. This, I think, was 1999, 2000. And I don't even think, and up here they have different ones too. They're different colors, but they're the same. One and the same, you all. Came out of a particle event. They called it a particle event. They're stretched all across the sky, just like, I think it's these right here. I really do. And they're really hyped up. They really are. There's so much energy going, you all. And one could say that this is like a plasma storm right here too. They could, if you had plasma ships up there. It's wild. It is so wild, and it's much different than these. It's much different than these right here. Let me see if I can get we're not. Do you think we're alone? We're not, I said. Let me get out of that, Gina, honey. Yeah, no, we're not alone. They came out right there, you all. They came out, and they never left. Once they came, they never went back to where they came from. They're here. They're all around the sun. You can see it right there. Let me put this back to me. In the meantime, this product over here is just doing its thing. Everything is all well. You can see over here at this one, I don't think it's even went back far. Okay, look at this red one. The Soho Lasco C2. Wait a minute. See, yeah, you got one of them right here. See, it only picked up one of them going like this. Boom, straight up there. But that's at the 1325, you all. It's nothing compared to this. And I don't know why we can't see them on all the products. I really wish that the products, that some of them would be on the same time frame. I really wish they would. Look at this. See there, see this right here? This one right here, see, so that is like at 9:36 also. And this is at 9:30, so you know they were there after 9:36 because it's one of these right here. It's one of these. They're flying around and they're not letting out all the data. They're not, you all, at all. They're here. They're here. And if they're here, what are we going to do about it? What can we do about it? What are the governments of the world going to do about it? It looks to me like I don't think we'd have enough firepower or whatever for all of this. And who did this? Who caused all of this right here, you all? Who caused all of that? I don't know, because it just rushed in all of a sudden is what it did. They know already. They know already. Why aren't they telling the people, you all? This right here, this is no. That is massive. And the other products, no, they don't show it. They do not show it. They're not up to date like these two right here. And I put this in here, you all. I'm going to put this right here in the live stream so you all can see it down here. This is the place to go. If you want to see it, you go there, because let's just say if I close this out, let me show you what I'm going to do. If I close it out and I want to look at the Soho Lasco C3, I'm just going to come over here. Say you're coming over here for the first time and you're going to push that button. Okay, that's all you're going to see. That's all you're going to see, unless you come over here, and I hope this is getting it. You come over here and you put 300 or 100, but change this right here. It will take you back and you'll see the history. Do that, and this will reload for you, and you can compare it to yourself, you all. You can. This is as big as this right here, but I think those are these right here, you all. And I got an enormous ISWA NASA playlist on here. I think by the time I went and found all the videos, is like 235 videos I've done on these products and the ships and the UFOs all around the sun. So it's well documented, you all. This is very well documented. Let me put myself here, you. I'm waiting for this thing to load. Let me get over here. Okay, it's loading. It's loading. You won't see it unless you go on there and you go back. Boom, just like that. And you gotta be fast. I don't know if it would even pick it up if you did not go and do the 20 frames. I don't know if it would pick it up normally. You have to go and get it. You do. So if this product did that, you all, if that product did that, I wonder if there's not many other ones that are up to date. Maybe the 171, it might be up to date. No, it's on the 14th. See, 14th ain't going to do us no good. It isn't. You want something that is on the 16th that's going to do you some good, and these aren't going to do it. Even the other ones they've got. No, we want some up-to-date data. That's not going to do it. That's stuck on the 14th too. This right here, it's stuck on the 14th, you all of it. So something's went on. This is a major event has taken place. A major one. And they're in our sky. Something is happening in the skies above. And, you know, I did that lightning. Well, I said in the video this morning that I did a major battle is taking place in the skies above, because it looked like a wild house, you all. It's a mess. It's almost as big as a mess of this, you all. There's a lot of stuff going on. And we don't even know the half of it. And I wonder if our hearts could contain the information that is out there on these ships that are out there. I don't know. I really don't know. So I am going to go. I'm going to end this video, you all. This is something major. I've never seen anything like it. It's unprecedented. It is totally unprecedented. And I'm just going to say again, it's not my ships. It doesn't look anything like the ships that I've documented myself. Nothing like them. It's a totally different species is what it is. And I'm still undecided on those. I'm still undecided on this type of ships that have the ability to line themselves up that people mistake as Starlink. I'm on the fence with that. I am. And I don't like to think illy of any type of life form like that. I don't. But I'm on the fence. I don't know yet. I'm undecided, and I guess you don't want to. You don't want to like jump the gun. Look at this, you all. If you're just tuning in, these are the type of ships that are coming out of the sun. Okay, they are. That this is not make believe. There is a massive battle taking place. There are various types of ships, various types of armies that are up there in the sky. Okay, there is. Look at this. How can you say that this is not a ship? Yeah, it's Gina, honey. Get yourself back on here. I gotta go. I've gone on too long. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, moderators. Thank you all for all your comments. You all, something major is taking place. I know you sense it. I know you feel it. This great change is at hand. The world as we know it, I think it's ending. I really do. And something else is rising up. It is. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you so much for tuning in, you all. Love you. Michelle, honey, my socks are on. I can't take them off. My socks are on. My ears kind of getting red because I got myself so excited. I did.